Hello everybody. The following elements that we'll be discussing today are called diatomic elements simply because they are so reactive that they cannot exist in nature alone, meaning you can't have a free-flowing hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. They're not just individual atoms just floating around by themselves. They are always going to be bound to something. Now, a lot of the times it's going to be another element just like themselves. So two hydrogens together would make H2, two nitrogens together would make N2, and so on. And also they're going to be able to bind with other elements as well. So you guys will need to know your diatomic elements simply because when we balance reactions, if we say, oxygen is added, for example, when we say oxygen is added, you as a chemist now have to know that that means O2, okay? Because oxygen is one of the diatomic elements. It does not exist in nature alone, okay? So di is the Greek root for two. Atomic simply means atom. So we're talking about two atoms, okay? There are several mnemonics to help you remember your diatomic elements. The first is go to 7 and make a 7, just like that. And don't forget the hydrogen. So go to 7, make a 7 simply means go to nitrogen and make a 7. And those entail all of the diatomic elements. So nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, and of course we can't forget hydrogen. Okay, so that's one of your mnemonics. The other one is called have no fear of ice cold beverages. Have no fear of ice cold beverages. So the have is the H, hydrogen. No is nitrogen. Fear is F2. Of is O2. Ice is I2. Cold is Cl2. And beverages is Br2. Okay, so these are, again, your 7 diatomics. Okay, so we've gone through 2 mnemonics so far. You can do go to 7, make a 7. Don't forget the hydrogen. You can also do have no fear of ice cold beverages. Of course, it rhymes with something else, but we have to say beverages. And the last one, and my personal favorite, is called Brinkelhoff. Brinkelhoff, though it sounds kind of funny, students really do like this one. They tend to stick with this one. Brinkelhoff. Okay, so obviously we have bromine, iodine, nitrogen, chlorine, hydrogen, oxygen, and fluorine. Okay, guys? So from now on, whenever I say iodine, if I just say iodine by itself, you're gonna be thinking I2. If I say nitrogen, like for example, when we talk about the Haber reaction, nitrogen plus hydrogen makes ammonia, you're gonna be thinking N2. Okay, hydrogen's going to be H2. Okay, so again, these elements are so reactive that in nature they simply cannot be free-flowing by themselves. They're usually bound to another element or somebody just like them. Okay, so hydrogen is going to be written as H2. Nitrogen's going to be N2. Oxygen's O2. Fluorine is F2, chlorine is Cl2, Br2, I2, and At2. Okay, so again, diatomic means 2. And that's all for diatomics. Just make sure you pick a mnemonic that works for you. Again, there's go to 7, make a 7. There's Brinkelhoff. And there is have no fear of ice cold beverages. Okay, so pick the mnemonic that works for you, but you gotta know them. See you next time.